you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. In today's series we're gonna start to install our column here. I also have a light that I'm gonna install here. Let me go grab that. I also have these beautiful lights that we're gonna put right into our column. We have to do some electrical work to bring down. I'm still thinking if I need to transfer it from either that switch over there or from over there. We'll figure it out later on. So we're gonna build up our column first, and then afterwards we're gonna install our light. Your boy Ryan, a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed for more upcoming video like this one. Let's dive right into the video. I want to take you over there and show you the stone that we're about to use for this column here, and afterwards we're gonna jump right into it. So this is the stone that we're using. This is a 3-dimension stone. Here we have a small, we have a big, and we have a medium. This is the name of the stone, just in case you guys want to buy the same stone. Got it from Creek Maker. Ask for Brian, tell him your boy Ryan sent you. Alright, so we're going to start by installing our post. We're going to measure and cut the post to fit. I like to cut it a 1/4 inch or 1/8 tighter, and then I bang it in place just to make sure that it's nice and tight. After I cut it and put it in place, I use my level to make sure that it's level. And then I get some deck screw to secure it in place. Put 2 screws on each end, or I should say on each side. Also put a few screws on the bottom as well, just to help to secure it in there. Once I finish that one, I move on to the next one. Took my measurement first, and I come right over, take my mark, make sure we square it right around. Go ahead and cut that bad boy off. Cut it a little tight so we can knock it in place. And after I put it in place, I'm plumb it right around, make sure that it's nice and plumb. Same procedure, secure the top. Afterward we secure the bottom. Well, now we have to remove all these board from around it so that we have lots of space to work. So I'm just stripping it now. Open the middle as the jipper right underneath the bottom. It's exposing right now, so there's a line underneath the bottom of the reveal running right around to help to prevent the water from running down on the wall itself. So as it runs right where the jip line is, it's just gonna jip right off there. Okay guys, so this is the layout of the column. We're going all the way up there. We have that one line up, that one. You wanna put two. You wanna put both of them at the same time. Run your card across, make sure that both of them is square in line with each other. And then afterwards we're gonna start. We're gonna lay around 2 courses, and afterwards we're gonna put our line just so that we have everything nice and straight in line. You'll see as I go, keep on watching. So here I lay out my stone. After I lay out my stone, I square it, and then I marked on my concrete so that way I know exactly where my layout is. Followed by that, I wrap a piece of Tyvek right around the post. We normally call this a weeping plastic. As you know, coming up, I'm going to show you guys how to fold it. After we install our weeping plastic, we'll follow by installing our Tyvek, tape our seams. This is how it's supposed to look after it's finished. This is a pressure treated hood. I could actually get away by not using all this. You know, as you already know, your boy Ryan likes to go a little bit extra to make sure that it's nice and secure. Got a leveler, nicely level. Level it across, same result as in plumbing it. You boys already know by now. Just put my trowel just like so, just to brace it, so that it don't shoot away.
very important when you're doing your first layout to take your time and get it right, because if you messed up down here at the footing or at the foundation of where you start your first course, it's basically going to affect the entire column. So take your time and get it right. No rush.
Watch up, you don't get some out there. Fish show you. Fish gonna show you how to do that. You ain't gonna laugh. Wow. Fish do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, what tell me we go do? I'm ready. So long me I did that. So we know how the first time I learned that from me, you know. We don't have to know who do that now. I just see how you are doing that. I want to about every house work for you do that. If you don't know who do that, you can't really do one. That's the first thing you have to do when you put on one. So here we go. Go on and give a film when we come over here. We're nice and level right around. Okay, so now that we have this one set up, we're just gonna go over there and line up that one over there now, so that we can square this one with that one over there. Just look and make sure you catch it this time. One time.
To set up the weeping plastic, I was giving them a bit of hard time, being as this is something that we do every day. But not everyone is, you know, learn as easy. So now I'm just trying to explain to them how to do it, and hopefully they learn from here on. I told them this is the last time I'm going to show them, because I showed them a few times how to do the weeping plastic. So here we are. As you see, I bend the first one and then I flipped it over. Just make like a bow and wrap it on, and then staple it onto my post. And then I just keep repeating the same process as I go right around. We're aiming to get like a 3 inch to 3.5 inches wrap around to help to turn the corner. The purpose of we bending it as a bow is to help to turn it so that we can get a right around the post, just like you see I'm doing it here. And it's, you know, I probably in the way here while I'm doing this, I have lots of video showing, explaining how to do how to install weeping plastic, so you can feel free to check those ones out as well.
Just gonna put it like this. Wanna overlap this at least 6 inches.
Alright, so I just wrap it right around and I secure my Tyvek right onto my post. Followed by that, I go ahead with my tuck tape and I seal those joints up real nice. That way no water can go in there later on. Or I should say help to prevent the water from going there. Nothing is 100%, right? So here am I right now, just catching my first course over this side, being as we already did over the other side. So that way we can run a line across, so that way we can square this column with the other one. So here am I running the line just to make sure that both columns are in line with each other. We're aiming to get the same measurement at the front of the pouch on both columns. So if you have 1.5 inches or 2 inches over this side of the column, you want to have the same thing over the other side where Chris standing. Followed by that, after I finish the front, I go to the.
So guys, now that we have our first set level up, just gonna take the measurement just to make sure that we have the same measurement in front, which I know that I already have the same measurement, being as I have my line here and the line is the same as over there. Okay guys, so the next thing we want to do, we want to measure our big. You see the height of the biggest size stone we have.
11.5.
So 11.5, so we need to take 12 inches from the top. Just gonna go 12. Just keep on mark 12. Right until we reach down. So right here it says 9. Now we can measure on our medium. Medium is 7.5. So 9 would be perfect. Because once we have one joint here plus another joint here, then it's gonna fall right in the, just gonna be exactly there. So we just have to work with half of this joint go up.
If I only have one advice to give you, I would probably say just make sure you put your level and level all the stone as you go up. That way you have a nice looking column going up. You know, just look like it's a professional do it if it's your first time doing a column like this. Just take your time and get it right. Don't try to rush yourself to do it. I have a few videos as well explaining the tree rule of how to lay stone. Feel free to go and check out one of those videos after you watch this one, so that way you have an idea of how to lay stone, and it will help you to form your pattern. You know, how I get the pattern, how I know which stone to go before and after. All that you should learn in that video. I'll leave a link to that up in the card as well up top. While I'm laying the stone here, I have Chris and Sanjay putting the lines at the side. We're trying to have 3 lines, reference line. As you see, we have one right here. These lines is what we're going to use as a gauge or as a guide to have a straight, nice corner go all the way up. So how we got to do, we're going to put our stone, we're going to go right to the line with our stone as close as we can get it, but try to prevent touching it, so that way, you know, later on if you continue to touch it, then it will maybe probably will show you off. So avoid touching the line as you go up.
We did make you cut some in a small. Well, you know the time I'm going to deliver.
Man, we come here, man. We come here, man.
So see, I level my stone straight way, and I also level it across. That's the same result as in plumbing it. After Sanjay run and Chris run one of the line, I have them take the measurement to make sure that after you run your line, even though your line plumb, you have the same measurement and the 4 corners go right around, just to make sure that the line is plumb and accurate as we go up. Whenever taking your measurement, you always want to measure from the edge of the stone that's already there. For instance, you have a stone that's cut half an inch. You want to put your tape at the edge of where that stone is and measure back minus half an inch from this corner or the space that's already there. so that way you have all your joints match up with each other. Just a tip there for you all.
Can't really prevent it.
Where am I now? Just checking to see if the height where I am right now is perfect to install the lights. So I just put it there and I go far away from it so I could slide it. And I think that the height where I have it is pretty decent for the light. So I decided I'm gonna put it right here. Once I reach up to the height of where I want to install my light, I have my octagon box right here now. Just put in my connector through the box and attach my wire to it before I go ahead and install the octagon box onto my stone.
What a wrong bit this are a metal bit more, man.
Just making a hole into my soffit where I can push my wire to connect it to the pot light that above my head. What we're doing, we're just trying to get our octagon box right in the center of the column, so that way the light can be right in the center, just like you see I have it here. You see my stone fit perfectly right up top. That's the purpose of taking the measurement, that way you don't have to do any cuttings once you reach up top there. Just doing some jointing right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start my other column, and afterwards we're gonna go ahead and do our electrical work, install our light, all that coming up, guys. Keep on watching. And if you get involved from this video, guys, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed for more upcoming video like this one. That's all I ask from you to making these contents. Thank you. So while I'm laying this stone, I have Sanjay here stringing the reference line as well. We're putting 3 lines here. So here am I right now stripping my wire so that I could put my light on, put the cover that came into the box with the light. I'm just screwed in place with into the octagon box to secure it in place. This is my light. I connect the grounds to the ground slot, the white to the white, I attach it, and the black to the black slot there. This light is pretty simple and straightforward. If this is your first time, I would probably recommend you to get a licensed electrician. If you have a bit of idea, you can read the manual and do it yourself, if this is something that you have done before. Finish that one. Here we are doing the other one and our other columns. And the light also come with a hook that could help to hook it on to help to hold it up while you're doing your work. Here I'm trying to hook it on so that I could use it to hold it up while I'm doing what I'm doing. So we're just plumbing this one. This one is good where he is now. So now I'm doing my connection. It's pretty simple and straightforward. This is a connector that I connect. I pluck it out from the box itself, from right here. I take out one slot with a flathead screwdriver. These connector, you could get them at your local hardware. You take the knob off and push it in and then screw it back in place. And that's where you're gonna push your wire to, so that your wire can properly secure pulling out afterwards. I'm just peeling off the wire now so that I can push it into the connector. And before you do anything like this, guys, you want to make sure that you turn your breaker off so that you don't get electrocuted. So we did our connection in here.
So guys, I just pour it up as you see here. That's 4. Now I'm just gonna turn it off and close it up. So here's what I did. I got one of these connection here and I connect it. Once you get a flathead screwdriver, you want to get a flathead screwdriver, you want to put it right in the slot here. You twist this guy here and it's gonna pop open. That's when you're gonna screw this connector in here. And before you do any of this, guys, you want to make sure that you turn off your breaker. And advise it's preferable to get a licensed electrician if you're not good at doing electrical work. So all I did, I run this light here that I have here, I connect it and I run a line right up in my column, come right over. This is the line. I connect the black to the black slot, and the white I connect it to the white slot, and the grounds, as you see we have the green here, the green is the grounds. I connect the grounds to that one, and as you see here, I turn my light on. The switch, this is one that sends up to the switch here. This one that sends power over to the next spotlight over that side. So we're good right now. We're just gonna close it up and go over there and install our next one.